What up, y'all? It's MacAction coming at you with another reaction, and today we're doing Tom MacDonald, The System, right? This was requested to me by somebody in the comment section, so appreciate you, buddy. And let's get right into it.
Welcome to the world, baby boy. I'll paint you red and white and blue. The indoctrination starts as soon as you come out the womb. Pretty quick, we'll make you stupid with curriculums at school. And if the
Said the indoctrination starts as soon as you come out the womb. As soon as you come out the womb. It's just like invading your brain immediately. Like, because, you know, that's funny, bro. I mean, a bit of an exaggeration, but it's funny.
the womb. Pretty quick, we'll make you stupid with curriculums at school. And if the classroom doesn't do the trick, we'll make you watch the news. Pick your team, right or left, take the red pill or the blue. You can vote, but even if you win, still everyone will lose. Don't forget to buy designer because Gucci makes you cool. We prioritize material belongings over truth. Get a job that you can't stand so you can buy some cans of food. Go overseas and die for freedom, there's some oil we can use. Our democracy exists so that you think that you can choose, but our algorithms make you do what we want you to do.
It's true, man. These algorithms make you, like, it's set up in a way that it kind of like controls your mind and you don't even know it. It might sound like some weird conspiracy or something, but the stuff you're being fed over and over again kind of like sets the rules on how you're going to operate, and you barely even notice, right? It's kind of like McDonald's staying open 24 hours, so your only choice after a certain time, it's like McDonald's, right? It's kind of like guiding you there, right? And you don't know, but McDonald's is doing that to you, right? And not about McDonald's, by the way. And so they play all this advertisement. If you notice lately, the switch in what kind of content comes on TV and what kind of content is being played on commercials and stuff lately. I don't want to like mention exactly what kind of content, but you guys know what I'm talking about. The switch up that's been happening with TV and movies and everything. It's kind of like, you know, trying to drive you somewhere, trying to make you believe something, right? It's real true.
Problem, your depressed society has you confused. We got medication for you that you'll probably abuse. Go get married to a lady who also don't have a clue, and pump out a few babies that are just the same as you. Welcome to the system, everyone's a victim. Doesn't matter if you're black or white, it hates you all. Here inside the system, violence is a symptom. Fighting for what's right, but somehow everyone is wrong. Welcome to the system.
Fighting for what is right, but somehow everybody's wrong, right? And you know, everybody you argue with, somehow they're wrong. And is what's weird is you can debate somebody, and I see this happening on TV. You can have a debate with someone, and they'll have different facts than you. Both sides will have two different sets of facts, two different sets of research. Is there like there needs to be like this is definitely the research, right? It's crazy.
Everyone's a victim, doesn't matter if you're black or white, it hates you all. Here inside the system, violence is a symptom. Fighting for what's right, but somehow everyone is wrong.
I like the visuals.
Welcome to the world, baby girl. I'll paint you pink if that's okay. We'll encourage self-destruction through the music that you play. We divided all the men by trying politics and race, and honestly, it's working awesome, so for you, we'll do the same.
Dividing the men by politics and race. Now that is true. Like he said earlier, dividing everybody by left or right, right? And also we're divided by, skin color. Like the news is constantly perpetuating like hate and splitting us apart by race. And with all of the, in the schools, they separate each other by race. It's all about race. I've never heard so much about race in my entire life, right? Than like the last few years. It's borderline, like it's kind of overwhelming, right? Even like I talk to close people to me, and you talk to them and like they bring up race immediately. This wasn't a thing back in the day when I was growing up. We kind of mentioned race, but it was never this much of it going on. It was either like, hey, somebody was racist, and most time the people we thought were racist were mostly cops, right? Because they would pull us over for no reason and stuff. And so we thought, but in retrospect, when looking back from when I grew up in the hood. I know that's a cliche, but I did. But in retrospect, the area I was in, it's like, why wouldn't the cops had stopped me? I was riding around with a bunch of teenagers looking like we were up to no good, and then getting pulled over and then wondering why. Yeah, because we used to pull that. We used to be like, oh, they're pulling us over because they're racist. Damn cop. Them grown ass men cops knew we were up to no good. Hats backwards, smoke flying out of the car, just looking like we were up to no good. It's not like we had suits on and stuff, driving with 10 and 2 or whatever. But yeah.
Honestly, it's working awesome, so for you we'll do the same. Never teaching you to love yourself, inject you full of hate, objectify your sexuality, then blame you for the rape, and weaponize the differences that make our men and women great. Then just to screw with you, erase the genders. Everyone's the same. We'll empower you with rights to vote and fight for equal pay, then have the men turn into women and you'll fight for them again. But you thought you had.
That is true. Sorry, guys. But he's just saying so much stuff, right? Like, have the men turn into women and then you'll fight for your rights again. Like, how the irony, right? Is like a slap in the face. Like, it should not have been allowed. And I don't even know. Yeah, it should not have been allowed that Caitlyn Jenner won Woman of the Year that one time, right? That is a slap in the face to women. How did they allow that? I don't know if you guys agree or not, but to me, that just seems like, and I wouldn't have been mad if some female, like argued that and fought against that. That would have been them fighting for their rights again. It's just funny. It's funny.
And you'll fight for them again, but you thought you had it figured out, but everything has changed. Welcome to the system. Please enjoy your stay. Here's a Bible and a bottle of the cheapest booze we make. Find a man who can take care of you to fill the holes we made. Buy a house and settle down, fulfill your duty, procreate, and make a couple babies who will also do the same. Welcome to the system. Everyone's a victim. Doesn't matter if you're black or white, it hates you all. Here inside the system, violence is a symptom. Fighting for what's right, but somehow everyone is wrong. Welcome to the system. Everyone's a victim. Doesn't matter if you're black or white, it hates you all. Here inside the system, violence is a symptom. Fighting for what's right, but somehow everyone is wrong. Welcome to the world, everybody. I'ma paint you black and white. I'ma make you hate each other so that everyone will fight. I'ma give you our religion, let the righteous find the light, but I will also give you science.
They just picked so many ways to split us apart. We got color, gender, religion, political parties. That's like 4 ways off the top of the dome that they got to split you apart. There's like 4 tribes and they split. There's micro versions of all these tribes, right? Like all these ways. Like, and also when I talked about back in the day, people didn't like really, as far as I know, because I was a younger person, so maybe I just didn't see it, but people didn't seem to fight over politics as much. I never seen people hate like people that were liberals or conservatives or Republican, Democrat. I never seen people like hate people so much. We didn't even like discuss that in my house. I didn't even hear people mention political views and parties. I would just hear them talk about a president, but never heard them mention their political views, especially in like a hardcore way. And yeah, it's just getting crazy.
To oppose the word of Christ, and I'ma give you borders, they're imaginary lines. If you cross them, go to war and win when everybody dies. And I'ma give you money that you'll value more than life, and let the 1% have everything while you fight to survive. And then I'll give you politics, I'll call it left and right, and while you divide yourselves, I will conquer both the sides. Can't you see? I'm the system, my whole purpose is divide. What you choose will never matter because everything is mine.
Everything belongs.
Welcome to the system. Everyone's a victim. Doesn't matter if you're black or white, it hates you all.
What does that remind you of? That kind of reminds me of Marvel. What is it? No, it's Star Wars, right? Where the Emperor was kind of controlling both sides, right? He was like controlling everything. Kind of like that. No matter what, you're in the system, buddy. You think that's a better place, but that place is also system area. You're not out of here. That's so hilarious, right? And it's so hard as a human too, because we're made this way. We kind of like follow suit. Some people aren't followers, but some people are easily followers. People like to call them sheeple. I don't want to call them names, but some people are just like, they hear something from somebody they respect, and that is the new protocol. Everything overwritten. That's what I do now. Right. And yeah, man, that's just the state of the world we live in now.
Violence is a symptom, fighting for what's right, but somehow everyone is wrong. Welcome to the system, everyone's a victim. Doesn't matter if you're black or white, it hates you all. Here inside the system, violence is a symptom, fighting for what's right, but somehow everyone is wrong. Welcome to the system, everyone's a victim. Doesn't matter if you're black or white, it hates you all.
See what all these tattoos he got. He got like a skull on the side of his face. And like hug. Is that hug? Did he have all these tattoos? Like, did he just go on like a tattoo journey, or he just had them all when he started making music videos? They look cool though. That's a guy making a statement for you, right?
Here inside the system, violence is a symptom, fighting for what's right, but somehow everyone is wrong.
Nova Rockefeller. That was pretty good, man. That was definitely a good message. Man, everybody actually needs to hear that. Like, right? That needs to be like played on the big screens of Times Square. Everybody needs to hear that video. How many followers does this guy have? Like 3.4 million subscribers. He's got 13 million views, so it's not doing bad. But, you know, the people who, you know what's funny about messages? The people who need to hear it aren't the ones hearing that stuff. Share these kinds of messages with people who need them, because people who don't need those kinds of messages are the ones, I mean, the people, because people who seek the messages aren't the people you need to worry about. I talked to a guy who basically he wanted to talk to youth about making life better, and it was a particular way, and I don't remember this particular way, and he asked me how is he going to get the youth to come to him. And I was like, no, what you need to ask yourself, how are you going to get the people who need the message to come to you? Because people who want the message are going to come. People who want to hear the message, right? They're going to come. But what about the people who don't want to hear it? Right? But overall, great video, great visuals. I don't know who Nova Rockefeller is, but that person has a nice, is nice with the video camera. But yeah. I'm definitely going to check out some more of this. Protect this guy, because he seems pretty important, and not to any particular political party, but just for having this message out here in general, right? You don't hear much of that. But all right, appreciate you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and catch y'all later.